My grandfather died, and everything I inherited went to the orphanage I grew up in. When I was 10, my world ended in one night. My parents died in a car accident, leaving me with nothing but grief. That's when my grandfather stepped in. He was already running a small orphanage, not out of wealth, but out of love. He used to say, "Every child here is mine. Blood doesn't matter. Love does." His wife had passed away years earlier, so the orphanage was his purpose, his family, his reason to get up every morning. That orphanage became my home. I grew up side by side with children who had lost everything just like me. They weren't orphans in my eyes. They were my brothers and sisters. I watched my grandfather pour every ounce of his life into making sure we had food, school books, and hope. Even when money was tight, he never once let us feel unwanted. As I got older, I discovered computers. While other kids were playing outside, I was teaching myself to code, sneaking in hours late into the night. By my mid-20s, I developed an AI tool that exploded online. It went viral, companies lined up with offers, and almost overnight, I became a multimillionaire. But here's the twist. No one knew. I stayed invisible. No TV interviews, no newspaper stories, no flashy lifestyle. To the outside world, and especially to my extended family, I was just a quiet kid who never made much of himself. I let them believe that, because I want to see their true colors. Then, a year ago, my grandfather passed away. Losing him was like losing my last parent all over again. The man who raised me, who raised dozens of us, was gone. The whole reading was chaos. My uncles, aunts, and cousins filled the lawyer's office like vultures circling prey. I could hear them whispering. The house alone is worth a fortune. He had land, savings, it's ours now. Some are already arguing over who should get what. Then the lawyer opened the envelope. The room went quiet. Everything, the house, the land, the savings, even the orphanage was left to me. Every last cent. The lawyer read my grandfather's words aloud. To the boy I raised as my own son. To the one who never asked me for money, but instead made me proud with his hard work. I leave everything to him. Take care of the home I built and the children I love. The silence shattered instantly. My relatives erupted in rage. This is a scam. He manipulated the old man. We'll contest this in court. One uncle even slammed his fist on the table and stormed out. But the will was airtight. Witnesses, video recordings, signatures. There was no one doing it. And the truth is, I didn't need the money. I had far more than they could ever imagine. What I cared about was his legacy. So I used the inheritance the way he would have wanted. I upgraded the orphanage from the ground up. We built new dormitories with proper beds, a library filled with books, and a computer lab. I raised salaries for the staff who had worked for decades on pennies. I added healthcare facilities, mental health counseling, and even set up scholarships so that every child who grew up there could go to college if they wanted. The place that once struggled to survive became one of the best orphanages in the country. A place of hope, not just survival. Meanwhile, my relatives never forgave me. They still whisper that I stole everything. They don't know the truth, that I was already a millionaire long before the will, that I could have bought everything 10 times over. But I never corrected them, because for me, the real inheritance wasn't the land or the money. It was a lesson my grandfather left behind. Family isn't blood. It's the love you choose to give. And the legacy you leave isn't measured in wealth, but in lives changed.